Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to this week's Oracle and Tarot reading. Let's see what messages the universe will reveal to pile 1. We have invite help. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready. Divine, pursue me. Okay, so a reminder, you don't have to do everything on your own. You don't have to struggle needlessly. This is about inviting the support through the divine intervention, your guides, your deities, your saints, your angels, whatever you believe in, but also being open to receiving help in other ways. I definitely feel like there's going to be an upliftment, an activation, really powerful support, perhaps in a way that you haven't received it before. Some type of momentum, but also being open to your surroundings, the people around you, nature. Like, I feel there's definitely going to be this, the spiritual guidance and support, but also the divine and the guides are going to bring in physical support, like 3D, 5D support for you, earthly support. And let me see what else. And with all of that purple and ultraviolet coming in, definitely, and I'm not the only person to come across this, but a lot of people, other readers, have been talking about how this coming week, these next 2 weeks, a lot of people are going to be receiving a type of crown chakra activation. So I believe you are one of those people also. So be ready for that. And we have Sword, make the change. The time is now. Whatever this is that you need help with, I feel like you've been struggling for a while. You're kind of stuck in a rut. You might not know what to do. You kind of feel like giving up. You're just really dragging. That's why they're coming in so powerfully, to align with you and help you and saying, this is the time. Don't give up. Be brave. Be strong. This is the perfect time for change. And also 7, a lot of people see 7 as an angel number of support, divine support. It's also related to abundance and luck, if you believe in those things. Luck, that is. I believe we make our own luck, but to each his own. I don't judge. So you can see she's cutting her hair here. So it could be a physical change. It could be a mental, emotional. I mean, it could be all of those. Whatever it takes to get you motivated. And look, she's wearing green. I like that. A little bit of purple. I don't know what it is. My last reading, green and purple kept coming in. It's showing up again. So heart chakra, crown chakra, really connecting to the higher energies, a healing, a transformation of some sort, movement, energy, pushing you, guiding you. And you know, sometimes I've talked about this before, but when we feel stuck, our physical appearance, doing some type of change can be inspiring and motivating, but also changing your home around, especially in seasons. Like, I never keep my house the same. It changes during the seasons. I just instantly feel like removing whatever was there and putting in what feels right for that seasonal energy. You know, cycles, everything's moving, shifting, changing always. And this is a perfect time for you, whatever it takes, whatever it is you need to do to help motivate you, to get you started with this new change. Oh, you know what? I was just talking about green and purple here. Green and purple, green and purple. And, well, no, it's actually more pink, but there is some purple, green and purple there too. What is going on with green and purple, you guys? So funny. Even on my bed, I mentioned this last time too, if you didn't see that video, I have a florally pattern on my quilt, my bed spread. And my pillowcases individually are green and purple. I was so drawn to it a few months ago, and now it seems to be popping up again. So unity, okay, again, a coming together, also divinely protected, a very fiery, passionate energy, again, pushing you forward. You can see a lot of orange here coming in with the greens and the purples and the yellows. So this is, again, I feel the perfect time for you to move forward, to make this change, inviting help, allowing the support, a unity, a coming together of some kind, spiritually, mentally, physically, also, again, the unseen realms, and definitely the seen, more people, a person, perhaps animals of some sort. I'm hearing more plants for some of you. And the angel, you know, the fiery energy she's holding, she's supporting the earth which you are on. You know, you're being held, you're being guided and moved forward. Like, I feel like some of you really need this nudge, this push. Like, it might be a little more aggressive than just a little, you know, sometimes signs and synchronicities, and sometimes the universe is like, whoosh, you know, get moving, it's time to go. We've been patient enough. So unity, knowing, trusting that coming together. And yellow is a color of joy and happiness. And these are actually, I was very inspired to plant sunflowers around my house this year. And some of the petals are falling off, and I just felt like bringing those in. So let's see what we have. Hot and cold. Resetting your nervous system. Okay, this is going to be very beneficial. And you can see that's exactly what she's doing. She's out in nature. You can see her eyes are closed, like she's meditating, she's connected. Look at all of that blue energy, crown, again, energy coming down or going up into the crown, that divine connection. Hot and cold, I feel like some of you are back and forth with this decision. Like, it might be tough, really tough for some of you. You've been stuck so long. That's why the universe is being a little aggressive, not in a harmful or harsh way, but just like I said, they've been waiting patiently, but they can see that, you know, you need a little push to get going. And also resetting your nervous system, perhaps nature. I mean, nature is always great for everyone. Getting out into nature, whatever it is that works for you that will help reset your nervous system. Grounding, reiki, tai chi, yoga, acupuncture, massage, eating. I'm hearing change up your diet for some of you to eat more high vibrational, healthier foods, more vegetables, higher protein. Again, connecting with plants for some of you. Besides being out in nature, I'm hearing bring the earth, bring the plants. You need more life in your apartment, in your home, your house. And, you know, remembering also plants give off very vivacious energies. You can connect with them on a daily basis to help ground you in the home on the days that you can't get out. And, you know, they're very powerful. They cleanse the air. They just, you know, they're very pleasant to the eye to look at, touching them. I always like to touch mine and breathe on them. And, you know, some of them, like I have a little lemon tree that I grew from a seed, and I'd mentioned this maybe last year, but I didn't know this, but when I was touching and massaging the leaves, I went to rub my face and I could smell the scent of the lemon on my fingers from just touching the leaves. It was very, for me, it was amazing. You know, I'm a plant nerd, and plus stimulating, because who doesn't like the smell of lemons? So hot and cold, it's time to balance yourself, to realign, recenter your energies, to ground, calming that nervous system so it will be easier. Because again, this might be a little jolting for some of you. Okay, number 8, abundance. And look at the yellow coming through. Solar plexus. Strength. Strength begins with a choice to be kind to myself. Inner strength, courage, bravery, confidence, compassion, taming, control, overcoming self-doubt, focus, persuasion, influence, taming the beast within, harnessing instinctive desires, proper channeling of libido. Okay, so listening to the heart, not the head. Quieting those voices, regaining your strength. You know, you are an abundant being. You have a limitless amount of power within you, and you can connect to and bring that into you when you need it most. Relying on your strength, it's okay, you're safe. Connecting to that lion energy, and I like the red is coming through again, so grounding. You know, start with grounding and then working from the solar plexus up to the heart and into the crown and the third eye. So you are being reminded you have everything you need. You have that power within you. Again, invite, ask for help. You know, if you need to be reminded, if you need your mood shifted, if you need some inspiration, ask for whatever you need. Do some solar plexus work after you realign the nervous system and go out, go out and ground yourself in the earth or with your plants. Then start working on the solar plexus, reconnecting to your power, balancing those two, leveling out, leveling up. Okay, we have, look at that, crown chakra. You know, I just noticed, I love this, crown chakra. This is crown chakra purple, and also, you know, the divine realm here. I love that those three cards talking about higher consciousness, connection, are aligned. Threes, maybe you can expect something particular. 3, 1414 on the clock timer. Ace of Swords, new ideas, new plans, intellectual ability, victory, success, mental clarity, clear thinking, breakthroughs. Yes, you're on the verge of that. Ability to concentrate, communication, realize the truth, vision, force, see force coming in again, focus, intensity, stimulating people. Okay, so again, it's talking about people coming in, it's talking about higher consciousness and having breakthroughs, power, concentration, divine connection. You have the sword, slay the demons, you know, get rid of what's not helping you, what you've been holding on to from your past or whatever has been causing you to stay in this stagnant energy, because the universe is really, again, pushing you to go forward. And communication, inviting, welcoming, helping, giving gratitude, facing your truth and your vision. It's time for this movement, it's time for this energy, and allowing, stimulating people to come in and work with you. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so it was originally going to be 3 cards. Both of these cards jumped at the same time, and I love it when stuff like this happens. First of all, look at all that purple again. Look at the heart coming through again. We have the lovers and we have friendship. How incredible is that? Third eye. Okay, we have almost all of the chakras coming together, aligning, some type of awakening, some type of activation, possibly kundalini. Okay, so the lovers, my personal value system lead me to love. So loving yourself first, doing all the self-care, getting yourself balanced, preparing for what's next, healing your heart if necessary too. Number 6, major choices, love, soulmates, temptation, being put to the test, kindred spirits, perfection, perfect union, partnerships, relationships, romance, desire, sexual connections, shared values. You know, we do have the sacral coming in several of these cards as well. So a type of friendship, lovers, relationships, friends, sexual partners, or partner, whatever you're into, no judgment here. I know some people like more than one, but you know, your personal value system, loving yourself, knowing your worth, knowing what you deserve, and putting those boundaries in place. And also it's talking about, let me see, where was it? Being put to the test. I feel like there's going to be a letting go of some people, like you're really going to put people to the test. You're going to not judge them, but you're going to reflect on a certain situation. Maybe you're making a list of you know, positive and negative and trying to figure out who needs to go, which I don't think it's going to be that difficult. When you know, you know. And friendship, Three of Cups. Third eye, reunions, celebrations, parties, socializing, gatherings, indulgence, festivals, festivities, gathering, happiness, wedding, engagement, party, graduation, baby shower, happy times. Okay, so unity, and where was it? Stimulating people. So there's definitely a group of people coming in. That's part of the divine help. I feel like maybe some of you have been hermiting. Maybe you've been deliberately staying out of relationships for a certain reason. Maybe that's why the heart needs healed. You know, sometimes we just take time away from everybody to do the spiritual work. You know, that's what it takes to move forward, to learn, to grow, to let go and heal what we need to. If we're around people all the time, it's too distracting, you know. Sometimes we need to be alone. So maybe some of you took time just for your own spiritual healing, your guidance, your upgrades. But the divine is saying it is time to come together. Again, movement, healing, letting go of the past, grounding, connecting, all of the chakras being balanced and aligned, activations, and also not just on a personal level, but I feel like there's definitely going to be some type of well, not just an engagement like being married, but an engagement, a coming together, a celebration of some sort. I feel like some of you might be in charge of this. There's definitely a lot of community energy coming through. Like maybe this is going to be, it's just a celebration, a one-time thing, but for some of you, I feel like this could be some type of job, like maybe like party planning or something. But there's definitely going to be a lot of people coming into your life. More than you're used to. I'm hearing it might be a little overwhelming for some of you, but in a good way. Okay, and your next three messages we have angel number 893, trusted universe, step into the unknown. The universe has an abundance of opportunities for you, but you have to step into the unknown to receive it. Your angels support you and remind you not to let fear hold you back from growth. Stand in front of a mirror and repeat to yourself, I can handle anything that comes my way with confidence and grace. Do this until it feels natural, and do it until you believe it, know it. Not just believe it, know it, feel it in your bones, trusting the universe, inviting help. Solar plexus again. Okay, and the next one, 153, and look at that, purple on purple. Inner strength, over here we have strength. Oops, where'd it go? Did I bump the camera? Okay, there it is, sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing. Inner strength, positive results are ahead. You have declined the right thing at the right time. Your angels are applauding this recent focus of self-discipline. I was just talking about maybe some of you took time for yourself to do the work. The toxic things you say no to produce positive results in the long run. And by making these decisions, you are telling the universe you are worth the effort. You are worth the effort it takes today to live your best life tomorrow. Sit in gratitude as you reflect on the goodness you've done for yourself when you've said no to something that isn't for you. Yes, it takes a lot of courage and strength to say no, especially to aggressive people that are used to getting their way, that try to push others around to get what they want. But you have boundaries. You know when to say no. You know when to take the time. So celebrating that. And the last angel card, number 321. Look at that. Again, purple and green. Interesting. Boundaries. It's okay to set limits. Okay, this is for specific people, and this is for those of you that need work in that area. You need to set boundaries. There are those who take too much, and your angels are reminding you that you don't have to let them. It's important to say no to what harms you. Put yourself first. Think of a boundary you can set today then put it in place. You have the support of your angels. So again, they're telling you they're here for you. They're working with you. Ask for help, and they will do whatever it is that you need. Okay, and I have an activation. And look at that, purple and green again. How crazy. How many times did purple and green come through? At least 4, maybe more times. Okay, the Triskelion. I love the Triskelion. It's one of my favorite symbols. Triskelion of divine alignment, harmonies, divine alignment, harmonies, and heals my body and heals my mind. Oh my God. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Let's start over. Triskelion of divine alignment, harmonies, and heals my body, mind, and soul with the spiritual rays of amethyst, turquoise, and chrysoprase. I am not familiar with that stone. Okay, let me hold this so you can see it. Wow, amazing. I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you. Look at all of the work you've done. Look at the work you're doing. Look what you're about to come into. Be proud of yourself. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they are helpful. Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam. Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to Energy and Light Awakening. Let's see what message the universe has for pile number 2. We have freedom with a hummingbird and the bound hands. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from my bonds. Okay, asking for help, assistance. Some of you are holding on to some anger, some resentment, some painful emotions that it is time to transform into a different emotion, a different energy, transmuting, letting go, asking for help. And this cute little hummingbird right above the hands, bringing in the freedom, helping you. And the hands almost look like they're in a prayer position in a way. So this could be asking, you know, the universe, your guides, the divine, whoever, whatever you need help from. You are being supported, and now is the time for you to do this work. And I like that there's kind of interesting, there's a lot of tans and browns. It's a very calming, soothing, earthy, and a little bit of yellow in the background. Some of you might want to connect with those colors if you're like me and you find color healing, surrounding yourself with earthy colors right now. Could be very beneficial. And we have red, forgive. Okay, red also is very grounding. We have lots of green and red. We have tomatoes. I am not sure what tomatoes I think those are. She seems to be pruning tomatoes in her bathtub, number 10. And you can see how she's kind of looking off, like she does not look very happy. She's just kind of contemplating, drifting off. And I feel like this is a time to ground and settle yourself, as well as some type of forgiveness is needed to get you past this. Whatever you're still holding on to, whoever hurt you. And I feel like maybe some of you, I'm hearing, are not wanting to really do this work because it's been so painful. But think about how you're feeling now. You're hurt, you're lingering in pain. How could it be worse to face it and finally heal it, to be free of it? It's time to move forward and let this go. It's time to do what is best for you. If you need to forgive yourself, if you need to forgive somebody, it doesn't always mean facing that person. You can do, you know, certain rituals and write things down and burn the paper or freeze it. Bury it in the earth, the ashes after you burn it. You can speak. Something that was very powerful for me was imagining that person is in front of you, and you can do this with your eyes open or in meditation. I think I did it in meditation. It was more powerful that way for me. Imagine that person and what they did to you, or maybe what you did to them, and say everything to them out loud that you want to say. And you can allow them to speak to you, or you can allow them to stand there completely silent and just, you know, go off if you need to, yell if you need to, cry, say whatever it is and get it out of your system. But this is the best time right now before you can move forward to do whatever it is, to get out of this lingering, this just sitting around and moping, and you know, it's not good for you. It's gone on long enough. The universe is saying, you know, freedom is the most important, is what you need in your life right now. Motion, yes, and look at her face. She does not look happy, like she does not feel well either. And look at her hands, like she's holding on to something. She's dragging like this heavy bag or this heavy weight behind her, like she's, you know, struggling with it. This motion, it's time to drop that heavy bag. Again, supporting, healing, let this go. Heal your heart. There's lots of dark greens coming in back there too. There's some blues and purples, so you are being supported. You know, the healing energies are all around you, but you need to open your eyes to see them, to stop feeling these specific types of emotion. You've been in this loop for a really long time. And so far I'm noticing again how I was talking about the colors here. All three of these first three cards all have very similar colors. So browns, creams, a little bit of yellow, eggshell, reds for grounding, red also for healing the heart, red for pain and anger, healing that. Grounding, rooting in the power of your purpose. Okay, so this is something that's also going to help you move forward, to help you release and get out of that. Like it's all you've been able to think about. You're constantly moping, and no judgment here, I've been there. You're constantly thinking about the situation, the person or people, and grounding is always helpful in any situation, but not just grounding, but in your purpose. You know what you came here to do, most of you, and you haven't been doing it because you've been so hurt. You've been stuck in these emotions, and it's time to refocus your energy, to start doing, even if it's just one thing every day, start moving back towards the purpose. Start doing things that you love, that you enjoy. Stop giving up your power, allowing the past to control you. You know, when we do what we love, we feel the best. You know, being around other people like you, this will also help motivate you and get you going. And the first tarot, third eye, decision. She has the blindfold, she's holding the swords. Stalemates, truce, setting on the fence, yes, crossroads, difficult decisions, painful choices, stressful decisions, opposition, facing your fears, being torn between two relationships, divided loyalty. Okay, so you've had a lot going on emotionally within you, and it's draining you physically and mentally. These are tough decisions. Do you want to stay in this energy and suffer? It's time to move on. You have a major decision. And also connecting with the divine, asking for assistance, meditating, listening to the third eye. What visions are coming in? What are they showing you to do that will help you? What direction do you need to go to get going? Just one step at a time every day if it feels too overwhelming. Heart chakra, generosity, Six of Pentacles, gifts, generosity, charity, donations, money, community, assistance, support, employment, sharing kindness and wealth, prosperity, power, authority, control, investors, giving, receiving, gratitude, being valued, being well paid. Okay, so before all of this broke loose, I feel like this is where you were. This is what you did. This was the kind of person you were. This is how you thrived. And also here where it's talking about grounding in your purpose. When we are outside of ourselves, when we do, again, the things that we came here to do, what we enjoy, what we're passionate about, getting outside of yourself, giving to the community, supporting others in need. You know, this is where you flourish. This is what makes your heart shine. So that is also, you know, you've been putting it off. You haven't been doing it that much. But start doing again the things that you came here to do, and it will slowly, and for some of you, it will instantly get you back on the right path, the movement forward, the freedom that you deserve. And heart chakra again, death, number 13. I am willing to let go of the past version of myself. Okay, so this is major transformation and shifting. It's all about getting out of this situation, letting go. You deserve the freedom. You deserve to be happy, joyful. And when you are that way, you bring so much more of that into the world to others. Spiritual transformation, new beginnings, letting go of endings, change, transition, sudden or unexpected upheaval, endings, release, cleansing, purging, revitalization, stripping away the worthless matter, liberation through purgation. Okay, so healing yourself, healing the heart, doing some type of purging, a cleansing. You know what works for you. Maybe try something new. It'll work even better. Ask for guidance. They will show you. They're pointing the direction. They're telling you which way to go, what you need. The support is always here. Okay, and let's see what your angel numbers will reveal. We have 144, connect, communicate with the divine. Your angels are urging you to make, and also purple coming through again. Your angels are urging you to make a connection with the divine in your daily life. They want to strengthen your ability to communicate on a high vibrational level. Sit in meditation right now with your hands on your crown chakra, the top of the head, and envision yourself opening up to the wisdom of the divine. Yes, activations, healing. And okay, and pile 1 also, crown chakra activation. And as I had mentioned, it's coming through. I'm getting messages, other readers are getting messages. The next 2 weeks there's going to be major crown chakra activations and opening. So take this time. I feel like it's going to expedite the healing. It's going to get you out of this dragging along and the stalemate. It's going to get you right where you need to be, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. This is such a divine gift and blessing. Discipline, practice self-control. Your angels are asking you to demonstrate self-control. Your discipline will become stronger the more you use it. Take a step today to start a good habit. We were talking about that. Or stop a bad one based on what you know to be difficult yet necessary for your growth. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Trade the soda for water, or make sure you carve out the time to get your meditation in today. Okay, so it's talking about meditation again. Twice, immediately, in a row. Meditation is a very powerful connection. They're reaching out to you. They want to connect with you in a way that you haven't been connected with them. You've been very disconnected and just kind of pushing everything and everyone away. And also with this self-control, I feel like some of you might start to backslide a little bit. And the angels are saying, practice self-control. The minute you start to realize it, put your foot down, state an affirmation or a declaration out loud, write something down that's very powerful that will help you when you find yourself backsliding. You know, I am powerful. I choose to stay moving forward. I do not have to fall back into old habits. Something like that is an example. Whatever gives you the most power. 222. Trustful. Your angels ask you to trust your place in life right now. You are in the right place at the right time, and it's time to take a look around and enjoy the moment. Everything is where it's supposed to be. Think of the one thing you need to let go of so you can enjoy the moment, and you know what that is. Give that thing gratitude. Yes, always. Especially the most difficult situations, because that's when we learn and grow the most. Give thanks for that. Send it off to the universe. Picture it evaporating into thin air. It's no longer something you need to concern yourself with. It can no longer affect you, harm you, bring you down. So trust. And we have 2 activations. I was actually doing 1, but 2 activations jumped out for you. And look at all of that beautiful solar plexus, divine golden light. I enter the sacred solar mandala, receiving the 9 rays of blessings, bathing my entire multidimensional being in divine radiance. Yes, healing activations. Be sure to sit in meditation like it's talking about. Hashani kinti aye hanahanu kutukuyawa ehne. And the second activation, I tune into the healing power of my heart's sweetness, recognizing that I am worthy of kindness, love, and care. Ashahanaye kintidai entuiyawa ehene ekitai esta. Wow, very powerful. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they are helpful. Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam. Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to this week's Oracle and Tarot reading. Let's see what messages the universe has for pile number 3. And if you chose the Peacock, extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. Okay, so I feel like this is about acceptance for yourself, allowing, being proud of, not holding back, definitely balancing, accepting all of you, all parts of you, your uniqueness. Because, and what is a peacock? I mean, we have all of these eyes, you're being looked at. So I feel like that's why some of you have kind of been holding back. You're uncomfortable to break out in this way. But also peacocks, whether their tail is open and fan or closed, peacocks take up a lot of space. So it's time to feel free, to stand tall, stand with your chest out, to claim all of your parts, all of who you are, all of your beauty, your uniqueness, your quirks, all of the things that make you who you are. You are unique in a way that no one else is. So self-loving completely, not just loving, but accepting everything, all of you, in a way that you never have. Letting that beauty shine, not dimming in to fit in. Storm, every hurricane comes to an end. And look at that, she's barefoot, the storm is over, there's puddles, and look, she's holding her crown, number 44. Okay, so she made it through the storm. It was difficult, but she kept her head up. She held on to her crown. She stood her ground. She fought. She came through it, and it ended. Every bad situation always comes to an end. Whatever it is that has been holding you back, for most of you, I feel like the people that you've been surrounded by are very judgmental, and you've kind of been afraid to let them see who you truly are. But I feel like you're coming out of this. Like, some of these people are just going to be leaving, disappearing, moving away from you for whatever reason. Friends, maybe family members, maybe people just become so busy. Something is happening. The universe is opening the space for you to claim this. The people, they're not leaving. I'm hearing exodus. So these people are being guided and pulled away from you, so you feel comfortable to step into your true power, your true calling, which isn't to say that they're going to disappear forever. Some may come back. Some may, keep a distance. Maybe some of them are moving away, but it's not going to be a very difficult adjustment. Like, it's just a natural way that it's happening for them. Like, they're just going to be so focused and distracted away from you on whatever is drawing their attention. So now is the time for you to really shine. Keep your head up, hold on to your crown. It's time, you're ready to go. And we have efficiency. Okay, and she's holding, I can't tell what that is, but it looks fiery, and it has some type of a symbol. Oh, look at that, the Triskelion. Physically, mentally, emotionally, also spiritually. It represents spiritual aspect. Becoming grounded more in who you are, better connecting and understanding yourself, learning about yourself, opening up to receive and accept. You're going to feel very powerful and grounded. It's not going to be as difficult as you think. Again, you're being given space. I keep hearing the word exodus, like everyone is just stepping aside so you can be who you are, to develop, to become stronger, to believe in yourself, to allow yourself to live every day as the person that you desire, a person that you love, a person that you're proud of, without having to worry. And efficiency, for some of you this might be a little difficult, so it's very important to stick with this. Don't just do an exercise or practice one day and then go several days, because some of you might start to backslide. You might start to shut off again or want to hide yourself. So it's very important that you do the practice every day, even if it's just a tiny little thing. But explore yourself, explore your gifts, and trust, and just simply allow. But it's so important to stay with it so you don't start, going back to old habits. And to breathe, healing with your breath, number 5, being out in nature. Look at her lungs, it kind of looks like an upside down heart. Some form of meditation, some type of breath work is going to be very beneficial. It's going to allow you to just relax, be calm, allow everything to unfold as it's meant to. There could be some other practices besides breath work that you're very attached to that are good for you. I feel like some of you, I'm hearing a return to practice, like certain things that some of you used to do that you stopped, that you've always been drawn to. I feel like you're going to come back into that as well. And number 5 is a time for shifting, for change, for movement, going forward. And our first tarot, I get what I give, heart chakra. Okay, so you get what you give. What you put into the work is what you get back. Regardless of whether it's, work on yourself, work you're doing outside of that, whatever it is, we always get back what we put into it. And justice, karmic justice, consequences, legal disputes, law, truth, honesty, integrity, cause and effect, life lessons, contracts, binding agreements, settlements, and apology decisions needed to maintain justice, law, and order. Okay, so you are coming into balance with who you are. The expression of self, that joy, the love, the passion that you exude. Karmic justice is happening. Your integrity is growing. You're honest. You're in your truth. You love who you are, and you're very grateful that you're able to just let this go, to let it bloom and blossom. You're excited to see where it leads. And contracts and binding agreements. This could be soul contracts that you had. This could be part of the journey for you here. Apologies. This could be some of the people, I feel like, those that have stepped aside. When they come back and see who you are, I feel like some of them are definitely going to feel apologetic because they were judgmental and pushy, but now they see who you've become and how amazing you are, and they're just like, wow, boy, was I wrong. So you might be receiving some apologies as well. Everything is balancing, coming together, working out, grounding, settling. Culmination, and we have root chakra, 10 of Pentacles, unexpected financial windfall, lump sum, will, deeds, trust funds, inheritance, solid foundation, privilege, inherited issue, ancestry, family, home, business, responsibility, values, support, issues, riches, old money, affluence. Okay, so this is always a good sign. Abundance is coming into your life in many ways, especially financially, possibly business, and it's talking about old money. but also a windfall, like something unexpected out of nowhere. Like this is one of the best cards you can get for abundance. It definitely, again, dealing with money, but also I feel like it's talking about deeds and trust. So perhaps you're coming into some land or a home or a house, an apartment, some type of, I'm hearing jewelry. Maybe you have an aunt or a grandmother that's going to leave some old jewelry to you, like antique jewelry, something very valuable. And let me see, businesses, some type of business might be passed on to you. But it's all working out. Again, grounding, it's talking about grounding, breathe, allowing things to happen. This could possibly be a little overwhelming for you because some of it is going to be unexpected. Again, you don't know when, who, or how. Some of it you might already know or have a suspicion. But it's something you've meant to have. You're meant to have. This is a part of, again, accepting yourself. By being open and being who you are, you're attracting, you're pulling in more of what you are meant to have without even trying, without even asking for it. It just flows naturally to you, which will allow you to live even more in an extraordinary way, allowing you to be more, do more, have more, give more. It's a very amazing, special place to be, powerful, to be able to live that way, you know, not just for you, but you're able to change lives, to give back, to help others. And I honor my spiritual self, third eye, the Hermit. Soul searching, spiritual enlightenment, okay, that came out earlier also with the crown chakra activation. Self-reflection, introspection, contemplation, inner guidance, solitude, sanctuary, the process of searching for deeper truth, the currents of universal being flown through me. Patience is a virtue. Okay, so just being patient. Also, we have that third eye, in case I didn't say that. We have the root, the heart, and the third eye. So higher chakra activations, aligning, balancing. I think that's part of what needed to happen also with you becoming who you are, getting through the storm, letting go of what was, you know, making you nervous or afraid to be yourself, coming into complete wholeness for who you are, your abilities, just expanding and, you know, not being nervous, actually enjoying being seen. I feel like some of you are really going to sort of like a spotlight for you. Like some of you are really going to be seen in a different way, and it's just going to feel so amazing. It's been a very powerful spiritual journey. You know, I feel like some of you have known this all along. You just didn't know when it was going to happen or how it was going to happen. But now is definitely the time. Wow. Okay, and look, number 5 there, and look at this. Your angel cards. Number 5, major change. I'm not 100% sure, but I think 555 might have come out last week as well. I'm just curious if you also got that. So get your mindset right for what's to come. Remember, I said it might be a little overwhelming here. In a good way, but still, it's like, woof, I need a break. I need a breather. This is why you need to breathe. Your angels are alerting you to new energy coming your way. Change can be seen as a negative thing, but with the right mindset and the right alignment to your goals, it's exactly your angel's way of readjusting your life to fit your desires. Life will look different when you get what you want. Take a shower or bath using water to purify your body and mind and promote your mental alignment with the great things that are on their way to you. Okay, so preparing, thinking about these things, expecting, being ready, just doing your best to prepare however you can for what is coming, even though you might not know 100% what it is. Just know, you know, what do I need to do when I feel overwhelmed? How can I prepare for what I think is coming? Write some things down, jot some notes, talk to people. If you have a mentor, ask them, how do you handle situations like this? Let them help you prepare. 292, channel anxiety. Create positive distractions to reroute nervous energy. Okay, so again, it's talking about, this is like the third time it's talking about grounding yourself and being ready. So creating positive distractions is one of the ways to deal with this. Your angels are validating that the anxiety and grief you are experiencing can be overwhelming. Your angels are with you presently. They urge you to channel those emotions in a positive distraction. Clear your energy space to create an oasis for something enjoyable and unrelated to your anxieties by cleaning yourself with water in some way. Take a bath or a shower or go swimming if possible. Okay, I think, did that say something? Yeah, over here it also says it. So for some of you, water is a very healing connection and action, whether it's going swimming in a pool, a lake, an ocean, being around water, being in water. If it's raining, go outside and be in the rain. Water is a very powerful cleanser for you. Okay, and distracting when you feel anxiety, not letting yourself get caught up in it. Remember how I was saying over here with efficiency, it's important to practice every day moving forward so you don't fall back into old patterns. Figure out exactly, if you start to feel this way, what to do, how to distract yourself from it in a positive space. Eyes on the prize. 800 spiritual downloads, okay, again, coming through twice, maybe 3 times. Prepare for new knowledge. And here we've got the spiritual awakening right under it, okay, so double down. This is an alert from your guides. Your angels are indicating that you will be receiving new information. You will be receiving new information in the form of realizations, wisdom, and emotions. Sit and meditate and focus your energy on opening your crown chakra. Oh my God, okay, let me stop right there for a minute. All 3 readings today got cards about crown chakra activations, and it's really exciting because I've been hearing it from other people as well. So this week and next week, definitely, over here it's talking about major change, here spiritual awakening. So definitely new downloads, visualizations, wisdoms, and emotions. Focus on your crown chakra. And you can see that that's happening right here too. Like she's sitting there and you can see like a little bit of the energy around her coming in. Incredible. Okay. Focus your energy, opening your crown chakra, the top of the head, in preparation for this divine light. Picture loving light flowing into you with ease through the top of your head into your entire being. Okay, amazing. And let me check something here real quick. Maybe also doing the bath or the shower before the meditation, just raising that energy and frequency even more so it's easier for you to get into that state, which I really don't think it's going to be that difficult. Amazing. Wow. And the last card is an activation. Look at that eye. All eyes are on you. Again, look at all of the eyes on the very first card and ending with an eye. I love it. You are in the spotlight. You are being watched. Ancestors, guides, like this is a very exciting time for you. I think more so than you actually realize what's about to happen. Okay, here we go. Clear and refreshed, the third eye sees the truth. Okay, third eye coming through again. My soul is blessed and growing into a loving vision of exquisite evolution. Absolutely. You're evolving to the next level, maybe a couple levels for some of you, 2 to 3 levels, jumping. Okay, antai nehene utuku iwa hanai ete ushuwanate e. Wow, incredible, incredible reading. Look at all that, the colors here are very similar to that card as well. The purples, the greens, the blues. Amazing. Well, those are your messages for the week. How incredible was that? Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam.